Right, the script's here about tropical cyclones and stuff. I honestly don't know. The two largest oceans of the... Tens of millions of people live on the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, the central... A tropical storm can form above waters of 26 degrees Celsius, but many do not form until they pass the... Cyclone Inigo formed near the Indonesian island of Yamdena, intensity, to possibly a Category 4 storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale as it leaves American Samoa and Samoa... Oh, what the And welcome to day 38 of the... So here's the current situation then in the Eastern Pacific to invest. First of all, invest 94E now with an 80% chance of development in the next 2 days. That seems fairly likely at the moment, currently at 12 degrees north. No, it isn't actually, is it? We didn't update that. So here's the situation in the Eastern Pacific then. First of all, invest 94 now with an 80% chance. Oh, great. So let's take a look at the situation in the Eastern Pacific then. Invest 94E with an 80%. But, oh, did it again? Day 34 of the Atlantic hurricane season, day 52 of the West... Day 34 of the Atlantic hurricane season, day number 52 in the Western Pacific. Typhoon Sulik has been intensifying fairly rapidly over the past day or two and is now a high-end Category 2 storm with winds of 110 miles per hour and a pressure of 952 millibars. Looking at the sea surface temperatures, certainly remaining warm and conducive for development. In terms of this storm, it will become a Category 3 storm, most likely, possibly a Category 4 storm, or even higher than that. No, it won't be, sorry. And welcome to day 48 of the Atlantic hurricane season, day number 66. Looking at the Western Pacific models, then the CMC takes 94W towards the Looking at the Western Pacific model ones, then the CMC first of all takes 94W northwestwards, brushing past Hainan Island on the west hand. Tropical storm Juan formed in the Atlantic to the southeast of Bermuda in September 2003. The storm moved towards the north, soon intensifying. In September 1999, Hurricane Floyd struck the area after making its first landfall in North Carolina. Tropical storm Hugo formed to the southwest of the Cape Verde Islands in September 1989 and proceeded towards the west through the central Atlantic. Hugo then began to intensify fairly quickly and was 2 days later achieving its peak intensity as a Category 5 hurricane, an intensity it only managed for 6 hours. Hugo then began to weaken slightly and passed through the Leeward Islands as a powerful Category 4 storm before clicking hurricane in South Carolina. The storm caused heavy damage in that state in particular, with winds gusting into Category 3 intensity, accompanied by a storm surge of up to 20 feet and a peak rainfall totals of over What would become Hurricane Fran became a tropical depression near the Cape Verde Islands in August, eastwards, before making landfall in North Carolina as a Category 2 hurricane. Floyd then continued northwards along the east coast as a tropical storm. The storm prompted widespread evacuations in Florida and then further north as the storm changed course, and the storm caused major damage along the coast of North Carolina, mainly in the form of flooding. However, strong winds and a storm surge, brilliant, fantastic. Florida bore the brunt of the storm, especially along the Florida Keys and in the southwest in general. Rainfall totals exceeded 10 inches, 9, 10, 11, I don't know. Maintaining tropical storm intensity, Eloise straddled the south coast. Andrew finally became a Category 1 storm whilst curving towards the west between Bermuda and Hispaniola. Andrew then continued just due of southeast. Andrew then continued towards the northwest and dissipated inland. Hurricane Andrew caused catastrophic damage to parts of Miami-Dade County with wind gusts Hurricane Andrew caused catastrophic damage to parts of Miami-Dade County with wind gusts exceeding 160 miles per hour in a number of locations. Significant damage was also reported in surrounding areas, and total damages amounted to over $25 billion in Florida, along with... The next year, in July 2005, a tropical depression formed just north of Trinidad and Tobago and continued into the Caribbean Sea, where it became Tropical Storm Dennis. Dennis then passed between Haiti and Jamaica whilst gradually intensifying, eventually reaching Category 4 intensity on 2 occasions as it skimmed the coast of Cuba. During its second period as a Category 4 storm, Dennis made landfall in Cuba and weakened to a minimal. Later that year, Hurricane Wilma a tropical depression formed in mid-September 2002 in the central Atlantic at a fairly low latitude. The system continued towards the west-northwest, attaining tropical storm intensity a day before passing to the south of the Bahamas. Tropical Storm Lily then passed through the Windward Islands and passed the Bahamas? That's Barbados. Hurricane Gustav made landfall in Louisiana as a Category 2 hurricane with sustained winds of 105 miles per hour and caused heavy rains exceeding 15 inches in parts of Louisiana, especially further inland. The storm caused tornadoes, strong winds and widespread power outages along with flooding further inland. I already said that. In early September 1961, a tropical depression formed to the northwest of Colombia and 2 days later developed into Tropical Storm Carla whilst making its closest approach to Nicaragua and Honduras. Allison slowed down in forward motion and stalled for a day before moving slowly towards the southwest, then the south, then after a few days finally emerged back over water, near where it initially made landfall. At this point, Allison turned post-tropical. No, it didn't. Janet quickly weakened inland and dissipated over Mexico. Janet brought borderline Category 3 hurricane conditions to Barbados, causing $5 million in damage and 38 fatalities. A further 122 occurred on the Grenadines and 10 on Tobago. A Hurricane Hunter Reconnaissance aircraft, oh great. Wilma continued towards the west and began an explosive bout of intensification, becoming the strongest Atlantic hurricane on record by the next day, as a Category 5 storm with winds of 185 miles per hour and a central air pressure of 882 millibars. Wilma held on. In November of the same year, a short-lived but unusual hurricane formed. Barbados sustained significant, though not severe, damages from Allen. St. Lucia suffered 18 fatalities and damages were Louis caused heavy damage in the northernmost Leeward Islands as it roared through with winds exceeding 130 miles per hour. Whilst no damages were reported in the US Virgin Islands, damages there did amount to $300 million. What? In August 1974, a tropical depression formed in the central Atlantic and became Tropical Storm Alma whilst retaining a lone attitude. The storm affected the Philippines first, resulting in 9 fatalities. In China, most of the damage occurred where strong winds and flooding occurred. Passing west of Jeju and South Korea itself, and made landfall in North Korea as a strong tropical storm. Believed and subscribed. Brilliant. The CMC model then takes the storm towards the northeast, just offshore China actually, not making that second landfall, right near Shanghai, where it moves towards the northeast and then Update 10 on Typhoon Hagapid, which is now a Category 3 storm with winds of 125 miles per hour and a pressure of 941 millibars. Its position is 12.2 degrees north. It's not, is it? It's changed. What you're looking at right now is the latest webcam footage from What you're looking at right now is the latest feed from a webcam just off the northern tip of Panay in the Philippines, just south of Romblon, which is where the storm's expected to pass through in a few hours. What you're looking at right now is the latest feed from a webcam just off the island of Panay, where the storm's expected to pass just north of You're watching Update 4 on Typhoon Maysak, and there's an error again. Fantastic, excellent, brilliant. Yeah, not. Stupid thing can't load in time. Outrageous. Hideous. What is this? Update 9 on Typhoon Noel, Philippine name Dodong. It's now a Category 3 storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. So how's it been looking on the latest satellite imagery? Well, we saw the collapse of the eye around 12 to 24 hours ago when it was passing Luzon and making landfall there. That's what it looked like. Sorry. What is this? Yes, useless again. Outrageous. Well, how typical, it doesn't start on time yet again. And more than that, it's not even picking up my audio, or is it? Yes, it is. Oops. I expect dry air will take advantage of that very quickly indeed. But the latest update, tropical storm watches.
Okay.
Oh.
What happened?
As I was saying...
We just lost Nate.
As I was saying, before I pressed the wrong button, tropical storm watches extended.
You weren't.
No, what? I was trying... No. I was trying to refresh the NHC page, and I accidentally refreshed the Hangout instead. Obviously knocking me off.
Alton.
Yeah.
In South Pacific and South Atlantic, and so this year name storm so far 33 miles an hour.
Miles an hour?
Oh, not 33 miles an hour.
33 storms.
Oh my god. Step 1 of how to make a total of yourself.
No.
On the Google Hangout. Anyway, okay then, so cyclones.
Yeah, that's certainly rather noticeable. Daniel, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Why are you lolling at
What you
that?
posted. Don't go there. Let's take a look at the sea surface temperatures instead. Pacific, the eastern half of the Pacific, here it is. Around Hawaii, around those two tropical depressions, soon to be storms perhaps. In the central Pacific, warm waters in the area around 28 degrees Celsius or so. Stop laughing, everyone. The East Pacific, very warm waters over the two 90% areas in the next 5 days. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to form, really, isn't it? And very warm waters lingering along the coast of Mexico, 30 degrees plus. Possibly 32 along the coast of Mexico.
What are we laughing at?
The Atlantic. Well, the Atlantic is something to laugh at because no storms ever form there. Off the Florida coast, this has been the case for quite some time. Very warm waters occurring there. 30 degrees or higher.
What are we laughing at?
I'm sorry. Daniel, that's your fault.
I'm sorry. I didn't realise it had caused so much trouble.
You've got to take over now.
I haven't got a script. Oh, I've got the storm images.
Caribbean is pretty cool, around 20 degrees or less, and less than 26 degrees, still lingering off the coast of Venezuela right now.
You know, they didn't...
That
they
was your
didn't-
fault,
they
Dan.
didn't behave that way.
You did that,
They didn't
Daniel.
behave
You
in the
did that,
chat room.
Daniel.
What makes you think they're going to behave here?
Pardon?
What's so funny? What's so funny over there doing, Daniel?
I just looked again, I shouldn't do that.
Look
Okay.
at what? The thing you told us not to click?
let's just stop
Yeah.
with that one. Let's go on to some models. Let's take a look at the models. Hello and welcome to Force 13's Live Hangouts. As you can see, my name's Nathan Foy, and today, at least for the first minute, I'm upside down. I'm joined by my fellow upside down friends. Craig, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm upside down.
Fantastic. Daniel, hello.
Hello.
And the noise is coming from John.
I can't go upside down. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Excellent.
Oh dear.
Hey, better way. What better way to start the show? You can all turn yourselves right the way up now, guys. Come on. Enough of this silliness.
Oh, here, this little indent here, right in between where safe.
He always wants to call it Sapien.
I know. Put that on the bloopers.
Well, you've not done it yet.
No. Right.
We've been on the Skype conversation. He always called it Sapien. Saipan.
Don't put me off.
I've already done that, I think.
Right, that's take 2. Right, here's take 2.
Come on, Craig.
Someone, right, right, compose yourself.
Come on, Craig.
It's between Sapien Island. Oh, I did it again!
Congratulations, Craig. You've made it onto the bloopers reel.
Yay! For God's sake. Angry at that, I'm going to agree with you.
I think you should be angry at your screen share not showing up. I'm doing the tune of to my own theme tune as it's playing. How sad's that?
There's 2 bits to it, it's split in half.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
It needs an operation. Stitch itself together again. Craig's face farming.
This should almost certainly give it away.
My word.
This
Will you stop saying that?
Okay. This storm occurred in a season where all the storms total caused more than 1,400 deaths combined.
Oh, please. Oh my god.
And I'll narrow it down even further. I will say this storm in particular caused more than 1,400 deaths.
Isabel!
Terrible. Isabel was retired, you fool.
I'm losing it.
You got 30 seconds to guess.
We don't know. No one knows.
Bertha!
Shocking.
No!
Alex!
Isabel!
No!
Isabel's been said. Isabel's been said.
No!
Talks out the storm, Anna!
15 seconds. Not. Anna didn't kill 1,400 people.
This is me giving up!
5, 4, 3.
No one's got it. No one's got it.
Kyle!
Oh my god.
Kyle! Hurricane Kyle!
No, it is not Kyle.
Oh,
Dun.
Here it comes.
Hold on.
Here it comes.
I hate to really drop this.
Everyone's
on you
gonna
guys.
feel ashamed of themselves now when this gets written. What's it gonna be? Gordon. But you can see the formation of a new tropical storm to the southwest of Hawaii there.
It's Oho.
And what will be its name?
Oho. Nathan, are you okay?
Why would they call us? Why would they call a storm Oho?
Right, there's no need to look at Nikki 98W. That's he's arrested. For running around in public nude.
Arresting 98W for being naked, right? It is public exposure, but it would have been legal back in the 50s before satellite imagery, because no one would have seen it.
Oh.
The chances are low. Craig, why are you facepalming?
Because his internet's too slow.
Well, it's quite true, actually.
It is actually, I'll give him that.
This is a comedy show, by the way, it seems today.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got 2 storms undressed. Well, one of them wasn't even dressed.
Craig.
The other one's just. One of them's running around in the Atlantic nude.
Running out of...
Oh no.
What is this turning into? We're going quickly and silently into the gutter.
That's too big. That's Typhoon. That's Typhoon Duan.
Do one?
Yeah.
You just told me to do one.
No.
The question is...
This is Hurricane Paul.
What the hell is this? Have
This
you
is
got any
Paul.
guesses?
Paul.
Hurricane who?
Hurricane
Pole.
Poe?
Paul.
P-A-U-L. Pole. Paul. Hurricane
You
Paul.
copy me. You copy me, Cecil.
I said it first, Marcel.
Okay, so you two have locked your guesses in. So the guesses that came in, Hi People said Odile, Martinez said Hurricane Isis.
ISIS. Okay, Martinez, you're correct.
I was going to say, if there's a poll, is there a Tinky Winky as well?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Lala.
Nathan, are you okay? Nathan, control yourself. You're
I'm
not
sorry,
brave.
I give up with Force 13 after this. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness. Daniel, I do not want to play about with Tinky Winky. Guys, have a chat.
What a chat.
Tinky Winky.
No, seriously, what is this?
The Teletubbies.
I know that.
We don't really care, Daniel.
I just thought.
You just thought what?
I thought it was called Poe, not Paul. That's why I thought the Teletubbies.
That's what you said at first, Poe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it
Or
wasn't.
Kung Fu Panda or whatever.
There's never been a Hurricane Poe.
A deal.
It's not a deal, we said that already.
Tracy. Ah, for God's sake.
Wait.
Is it Hurricane Bubbles?
Bubbles?
I'm sorry.
Hurricane Bubbles?
I'm just joking.
Hurricane Bubbles.
Okay.
Even hear me right now. Oh, now you can hear me, but Typhoon Dujuan's there and you missed the whole start of the bloody thing. What the hell's going on? Update 1 on Typhoon Dujuan, which is, sorry, it's not, it's the Gen. The Gen. The Gen? The Gen? The Gen.
Subtropical or extratropical durations. I believe the longest, I think the largest case worldwide is Hurricane John.
Ah, that would make sense, wouldn't it, John?
Number 100 on the list.
Don't say it, John! Ah!
No, it's
You
not.
just revealed number 100.
Actually, not on the list. Just kidding. JK.
Drop the bass.
Anyway, okay, I'll just spoil that one. Hurricane John is number 100 on Hurricane Week 2015. That's it, no more.
I have mentioned this before, but if you guys...
Said something, they added me. Guess what, they added me.
Sure, Max. Michael's just
Then I said,
talking
they
there.
said,
Max, could you please hang on a second? Michael?
Max, shut up!
Well, sorry.
Can you mute him or something? Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Max. Just
please mute yourself, for Christ's sake.
All right, Michael. Don't keep your hair on.
Hold
on. Whilst we guess the storm as well, by the
I'm
way.
gonna come to Florida and punch you in the face in the
Michael, that's not very nice.
Who keeps doing the screen share?
Sure is.
Guys, do you get the dictionary definition of shut up?
Michael, thank you.
Michael, could you please be quiet? Yes, it is. All right, can you get back to Guess the Storm? Because we sidetracked long enough.
Yeah, so the next supermoon is actually going to be on Monday the 15th of November 2016.
All right.
The one in September.
Okay. Software once again failing for me What the hell is going on? This stupid thing doesn't know what the f it's doing. It's f***ing gone to shit. What is this? It's supposed to be Tropical Storm Joaquin. It's not even a tropical storm, it's a hurricane. What the hell kind of name is Joaquin? Update 3 on the f***ing stupid software that refuses to work yet again. Yeah, that was a bad start. And how f***ing late was that, by the way? General knowledge questions, 10 points for every correct answer. If there's a wrong answer, we pass it over to the other player to see if they know. John?
Nathan, should we do a buzz check?
If you like. We'll count down from 3 to 0. When I say 0, Devon and Caesar buzz in. We'll check your sync rate. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Buzz.
Caesar, hello?
Hello.
You didn't buzz. You know to buzz in, right?
Try it again.
I think he's pretty okay. All you gotta
Say buzz
do
after 0.
Yeah. All you gotta do is say buzz when the if you know.
This time.
3.
Okay.
Okay.
2, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Buzz.
Caesar, hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Okay, just go on and just.
Right, Caesar. Let me tell you how this works. When I ask a question,
okay.
If you want to answer the question, say the.
Well, there's only 20 people here.
Devon.
That's a stinky winky.
Oh no!
I guess it's because I have no idea of what the hell is this.
So?
Whoa!
Sorry, I gotta beat myself.
So.
Damn it yourself!
Someone's Skype's messed up.
I don't know. Any more guesses from the viewers? Because
Stop laughing, everyone.
I'm sorry, the viewer's best guess is Katarina.
For God's sake.
okay.
Okay, the war is over. I don't have any more bleeps from my Skype.
NHC.
No, Bureau of Meteorology, but the name Wonder is used on the 2015 naming list in which basin?
Atlantic.
Correct. Typhoon Samba was the first storm featured on Force 13 updates to reach what category?
Pardon?
Oh, Typhoon Samba was the first storm featured on Force 13 updates to reach what category?
Category 3.
No, 5. Ron and Susan reached category 5 intensity in which ocean?
Susan, Atlantic.
No, Sam, win the show. You might win yet because there's no more storm questions per se.
Yeah, I'm determined I will win.
You're determined.
Yeah.
Well, good on you. Good on you. Yeah, I mean it. Very good. Let's go on to the next round. It's the specialist subject round. Now, guys, you may know what the deal is here with your specialist subject round. Let me just show everyone at home if I can. Oh goodness, where's everything gone? That was the Guess the Storm that we were looking at before.
Technical difficulties.
No, it's not. I'm just losing track of everything. Yeah, those are the Guess Stuff. Moving along there. You can see the specialist subject round. Choose your risk level. Michael, you're going to go first. So, what amount of risk are you willing to take? Now, you can go with the option 1, getting 10 points for every correct answer, losing nothing if you get an incorrect answer, 20 points and lose 10, 30 points and lose 20, or 40 points and lose 30. 1, 2, 3, or 4? You asleep? What on earth is going on?
I've won then.
Is Michael genuinely asleep?
I don't know.
Well, it appears.
Michael!
I've never. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh shit. Oh sorry. Oh mate. My head.
Blooper reel!
There you go.
I've never had this happen on a game show. I'm sorry, Michael.
Blooper reel.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it earlier sometime.
Yeah. Here's what the latest satellite imagery shows. You can see how the storm's been progressing in the last few frames on the satellite imagery. Look at it. The very strong eye in the centre, very intense looking eye rather, but look at the eye wall around it, a spectacular eye wall, almost beyond what we've ever seen really, but still a very, obviously, what am I saying now?
Devin, the plane's approaching the eye.
Yes, we actually do have, I have actually really good news here coming from the eye of Hurricane Joaquin.
Joaquin?
I mean, sorry, not Hurricane Joaquin. Been a very bad little boy. From Hurricane Patricia. I'll try to zoom in here so you guys can see this. Okay.
Significantly closer.
You know, Force 13, we like to joke around a little bit, and Yado has an interesting question for the team. I'll let Craig answer this one.
Which one is it?
Yado asks, "Why are you all faggots?"
Oh my god!
Well, I'm not answering that.
To be honest, I'd probably say something insulting back to him, saying, "Why doesn't he come and say that to everyone else's face instead of being a coward and writing that?"
Dabben.
Yeah, I thought that was a interesting thing. I thought we were beyond the days of, you know, calling each other that. But
Biggest chances of major hurricane landfalls is in Hispaniola,
Florida,
Hawaii, and Haiti, and the Dominican Republic.
Oh my goodness!
Shut up. Followed by Puerto Rico.
Blooper reel.
Yeah, the northernmost Lesser Antilles and the Bahamas.
Admittedly, I want to say Bonnie's gone, but knowing Bonnie's history, Bonnie's probably going to take no for an answer.
This thing is gone. I think it's disrect.
John's just completely dashed that on the screen.
I'm like, no, this thing's gone. It's out of here. It's out of the park. I'm done with the system.
Finally.
Excellent.
Let's hope so. Anyway. Anyway,
it's about time. If you've ever read the 2005 reports, you know what I'm referencing.
From anymore because we like the diverse views from all around the world, all around wherever you may be watching us from. We know we've got diverse audiences more. Hello. The camera goes up. Update 2 on Tropical Storm Nipatak.
Which looks like one big blob of convection moving towards the west. There might be something trying to get going up towards the northern part, but it looks very weak, if that, and certainly not close. So if we can... I mean, I don't know if the recon can send up planes in the system with this low of a chance of formation. I think threshold is either 50 or 60% in 5 days, and currently it says 40% chance. So something might be trying to get going, but it's kind of hard to tell at this point.
Yes, you actually just heard me choke on air. Update 3 on Typhoon Line Walk, which is what on earth is going on?
Yeah, so Lion Rock is definitely a system I'm keeping a close eye on, mainly because of how optimistic the the ECMWF is on it. It's
they're both the same, don't worry.
And the ECMWF is by far an outlier in all those model runs. as well, which is equally as interesting.
I think that Lion Rock might need to go to an Alcoholics Anonymous anonymous meeting.
I think
sure you're not talking about you, John.
John, you're slurring your speech.
Oh la-di-da, you stupid piece of absolute idiocy.
I just realized I forgot what update number this is. What update? As far as the warnings are concerned, an orange typhoon warning remains in effect for eastern China. A typhoon warning remains in effect for Kaohsiung City, Tainan City, Chiai City, Chiai County, Nantou County, Hualien County, Peitung County, Taitung County, and the islands of oh boy, restart. Okay, and this is Storm Rai. Next.
Takes.
And here is the remnants of Tropical Storm Rai, now dissipated over southeastern Asia.
About the other thing going on in the Atlantic right now, and that's Invest 98L. Currently has
by all means, you know.
50% chance formation in the next 48 hours, as well as in the next 5 days.
Me.
What?
They're actually going to go ahead and name the cloud, aren't they?
They probably are. What is it? The sixth cloud? Sixth cloud, I think.
Fifth, at least. Good lord.
Yeah. Bonnie, Colin, Fiona,
Bonnie,
Ian, and
Bonnie, Colin, and Julia. I mean, those are 3 clouds right there.
Yeah, and Fiona, Ian, less so. Those were probably more legitimate, but still, they were kind of clever.
It's still a little ridiculous. But anyways, regardless of that storm's development, if it does develop, it's not going to affect anything at all at any time, mainly because of this thing that you see on your screen right now will absolutely tear any hopes of Nicole becoming a significant storm completely to shreds, a la Hurricane Karina of 2014 interacting with Hurricane Marie, if any of you guys remember that one.
Well, yeah, Marie was a Cat 5. It was a much, much stronger system. So.
Yeah, but this storm's also got control of its environment, much like Marie did. And 98L is probably going to suffer a very similar.
Bone idle piece of trash. Come on now, Nicole. Update 2 on Hurricane Nicole with winds of 125 miles an hour and a pressure of 953 millibars. That's not important though. It's making landfall or not making landfall. Oh dear. That is quite a detail. No! Not good enough. Speed the f*** up, you piece of useless trash. Wait, what's his Filipino name? That would be a good thing to do, wouldn't it? Shit. I think it's Julian. But is that Julian or Julian? Or some weird Filipino pronunciation? Not Karen. Hi man. No, someone spelled that wrong. Huh. We already had Julian, he's not got a name yet. Foolish. And it would be the first October Category 5 typhoon since Vongfong. The northwestern side looks the weakest right now, and I'm guessing that's to do with wind shear, but the storm right now, in terms of moisture... I wish that would not happen in my updates. Double because what's going on with the levels? Levels. Testing. Okay. How about that? You ugly idiot of a program that doesn't want to work yet again. Same old different day. Update 2 on Typhoon Knock 10, which now has winds of around 85 miles per hour and a pressure of 980 millibars verified by Force 13 SADOPS, and the audio level is too loud. It's at 12.8 degrees north, 130.6 degrees east as of 2 p.m. I don't know what time it is. You can follow Force 13's outlets. You can visit the website. That doesn't sound very good, did it? With the sun setting on another year, 2016, it's been a good one. The best one we've ever had. Maybe not then. Bullshit, unacceptable, crap, useless, yeah, I ran out of superlatives, thank you. Update 3 on Cyclone Carlos. Cowlos. That's a new low right there. Update 3 on Cyclone Carlos, which is currently located in the southwest Indian Ocean, heading towards Mauritius at 15 Zulu UTC. What? I mean, worse than yesterday. Update 2. Oh, it's 3. For f***'s sake. Or perhaps early Friday morning. And then the storm will continue towards the west. What's left of it may cause some rainfall in South Africa and those areas, of course. What? 86 miles northeast of Borroloola right now, 119 miles southeast of Numbulwar as well. There are no warnings. There are warnings in effect, for goodness sake, chingado. A cyclone warning, of course, is in effect for that area, and it is a stage 2 on the CDPS scale, the Cyclone Destruction Potential scale, and 302 miles northeast of Bowen. It's a category. It's a C. Oh. It was now, but it was only around 32 miles away from the Whitsunday Islands and 66 miles from Bowen, I believe it was, at the last update. It looks like it's drawn closer to there now, and it looks like it's moving ever so slightly west-northwest. Back to the team, and Craig, you might want to try again. If anyone's got anything else they'd like to talk about, go ahead now, actually. Where is everyone?
Silence.
I talking to myself?
The response was virtually deafening.
Yeah, I can tell. They let me down, didn't they? From Force 13 HQ, this is April Film. Update 2 on Cyclone Francis, which is intensifying in the Sea East Timor Sea. I wanted to say the Tiwi Sea. Why would I say that? Max. But now let's go to the Tropical Weather Bulletin.
Let's go! Live! From Manchester.
From Force 13 HQ, this is June the 1st, 2017.
Time for your Tropical Weather Bulletin.
Shut up, John. Here's your Tropical Weather Bulletin. Live.
My software is in order. It's just
really slow.
It's just the load speed. Damn it!
I know,
it's not my fault. I can't do anything about it.
Now it's clogging up your thingy. Your goodness, my vocabulary is gone. It's run off. Well, anyway, whatever. We'll have more on Tropical Depression Harvey at the top of the next hour with myself, Nathan Foy, and the Skype team. Hurricane watches are in effect. Stay tuned for more. Seriously, at all.
But
I don't think any of the
but
models
then
should
again,
actually be
the
taken
H-mon,
seriously.
the H-mon,
Okay. Well, yeah, I know the
but then again, the H-mon earlier today did say
the H-mon,
869.
the
so-
H-mon model did even worse. Last night's H-mon model said that Irma would reach a pressure of 857 millibars. That's not going to happen either. Yes, these are ridiculous model runs that are coming out, not to be
I thought I
believed
said
at all.
69.
That's probably another one.
The last image that I was.
Not
yeah,
to
it
be
was
believed
0,
at
0,
all.
Z.
What the best
No,
thing?
but
The best.
not.
Stop interrupting me. The best thing to look at right now is the National Hurricane Center's forecast cone and the intensities that they're predicting. Coast of the Dominican Republic for the border with Haiti eastward to Cabo Engano. A tropical storm warning has been issued for the south coast of the Dominican Republic from south of Cabo Engano westward to the southern border with Haiti. The current wind speed is still 185 miles per hour with gusts to something else.
Yeah, they could still go north of it.
But at the moment, I do think that it could wind up into one of the Greater Antilles, and that would mean it'd be weaker, but it still could be Category 3 when it reaches Florida, but there's still the potential it could be Category 5 when it gets there, you know. It's just, that is just, and it's and bigger than Andrew as well, I would probably think.
Yeah, if it was to hit when it was able to maintain in this intensity, it would be bigger than Andrew, because I believe jeez, I had a big voice crack there. Andrew made landfall as a strong Category 4 hurricane.
We'll pass the closest to. For this hour, I am joined by Marcel, Isaac, and Strat. Let's talk to Marcel first, since he's just joined us. Yes,
so
that's you.
My dad has friends and about the storm.
Hurricane Harvey was the 8th named storm of the 2017 season and was the first storm to make a major hurricane. What? Oh my goodness, I can't even read a script anymore, man. Update 2 on Tropical Storm Maria, the latest storm in an Hurricane Irma was the 9th named storm of the 2017 season. Oh dear. You see, my voice just went away. Just. Update 2 on Hurricane Ophelia, which is what the It passed east of Valletta, Malta not long ago. It's now nearly 200 miles away from there, and 216 miles southwest of the closest point, significant point in Greece, Zakynthos, on the island of. What's the island called? Latest on Cyclone Bagito, which is currently with winds of 90 miles per hour, 150 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 969 millibars as of 4 a.m. Mauritius time, January 17th. It is at 18.4 degrees south, 60.5 degrees east, and signal 3. Sorry, not signal 3. We are no longer in the Philippines. We are in Mauritius. And then we'll probably digest the new information. Stay tuned. Just so you know, when I go off the air, I have to keep Discord on mute. Oh, he's not even listening to me. He's deafened. You're watching Force 13's live streaming service. Okay, that's the sped up version. I accidentally pressed the sped up version of the music, which sounded awfully strange to everyone involved. This is Force 13 Live. My name's Nathan Foy. I'm here still somewhere. We're now just about into April 16th here at Force 13 HQ. We'll change that in due course. And we're going to be talking about Atlantic hurricane season. I'm just fishing around for the right pictures to show on the screen. which can take a while. And whether Marcel wants to do anything in the meantime.
Elevator music.
Elevator music, and it appears that it is here.
I am playing Explain.
Lovely. The 2018 Atlantic Hurricane Season prediction is shown here. 12 tropical storms, according to Force 13's predictions. 6 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes. We're now joined by Marcel.
Hello.
Good
Hello,
evening.
guys. Good
Marcel
evening.
joins us from Colombia. And what's your opinion or remarks about the latest tornado severe weather situation?
I'm going to see. I only say that people of Virginia and Ohio need to be safe, and also need to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same
Guys,
tornado
I
that's been
am
on
a-
it for an hour.
Guys, I am leaving the stream.
Good night, Marcel.
Good night.
That was abrupt.
Well,
Yeah.
Marcel's fed up with us, and we're fed up with us as well, because we are finishing the show now, I'm afraid. Looking at the Force 13 HQ webcam.
Oh yeah,
Craig,
the clouds are coming in.
your thoughts?
clouds, and it's a good thing that the NHC hasn't seen them, because it would probably be named Colin.
Oh, you had to.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I had to, I couldn't help
Yeah, I
myself.
know. Yeah.
Well, looking at the tower in the
Hold
background.
on a minute, hold on a minute. No, I can't let you go on like that. I'd just like to say, if there's anyone from the National Hurricane Centre watching, we do apologise on behalf of Craig, because he does have a huge vendetta against you. Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah, a
We'll see much of
lot
it.
of cars, and a potato quality.
Can you say?
Yes.
Yeah, from the,
Quite hard not
but-
to. Well, it fills up the whole screen, Craig.
I knew someone was going to say that. I knew they were going to say that.
What we're looking at, though, is the question, Michael.
It's the clouds.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
No, these look sinister.
No, they don't. They're just clouds.
No, the thunderstorm is that direction.
What do you want us to do about it?
Yeah, it is still, and it is expanding as well. The closest lightning strike to Michael's house right now, calm yourself, Craig, is in Hambledon.
How is the quality?
Potato. I'll put it that way.
Best I can do, to be honest, because the Sky aren't the best internet providers.
Okay, well, if anyone from Sky is watching, we've also upset them. Now, moving on.
Oh, there was a flash then.
Was it not your cat?
There was just a flash.
Ah, for the love
Was it not Flash the cat, Michael? What the wind field looks like right now, it's a stage 2 on the CDPS scale. Potential for significant damages and significant rainfall as well, if that's not already occurred over the islands. A wind and wait. That can't go out. A wind and rain warning.
Force 13 will continue to provide information.
You're stealing all my thunder, David.
Well, if anybody would like to be part of Force 13, you can check out our various media platforms.
Well, I don't have to say anything now, do I? This was Force 13 Live. We'll be back again at another scheduled appointment at some point in the near future. In the meantime, stay up to date on the website, on the YouTube channel. Why are you laughing? Subscribe if you haven't already. And,
Well, it's been good to hear and appreciate you broadcasting.
Thank you.
This is probably something that you guys are going to be able to answer. Someone's asking if Mancut is getting near the level of Super Typhoon I can't speak.
Haiyan.
Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Yes.
The Philippine name for Haiyan.
Oh, yeah. Typhoon Haiyan Yolanda.
Please don't say
No.
that.
Some distance away.
No. This storm is absolutely nowhere near the intensity of Haiyan.
It was split in half with a third piece trying to disconnect itself.
Just trying to think about small category 5s. Andrew is small.
I
don't know if it was a small.
Here it is.
What on earth was that?
What was that?
It's
Still
still
like
there.
a cat.
I don't know if there is a cat around. We've got a problem. We've got a squeaky voice in the chat, and Devon is going to be very angry because the settings have gone amok on his audio, and now he sounds like a chipmunk.
Oh, yes.
There's the
Chipmunk,
flag.
That's good.
There's the flag.
That is good. Actually,
There's the
chat,
flag.
It's actually
it
raging
is
in the chat, I think.
slightly
Yeah, poor
being
Devon.
whipped apart. Look at the top half.
We wanted to hear from him, but unfortunately he sounds, well,
I feel like the flag is
unintelligible.
3 distinct parts right now.
Look at that.
Devin, if you can hear this, if you type in the chat for us, we'll try to relay your messages.
That's about the worst I've seen it.
Close to hurricane sustained winds are on the coast as we speak, really. You might actually they're probably just about ashore from the Outer Banks, a little bit further from mainland North Carolina. But, the wind field has definitely expanded.
Devon's microphone is still malfunctioning terribly.
Blooper wheel, blooper wheel.
It's a bad time for that. Well,
He's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
frustrated.
I don't know what to make of Devon's
And we
mic.
see a lot of
It's the kind of thing we end up dealing with during one of these situations, but we'll try and get that back. Someone needs to get Devon. Someone needs to get Devon into another room, so he'll just keep trying, and it still won't work.
Okay, let's see if we got any more questions in the chat. If you have any questions, start your message with Force 13, so I'm constantly looking at the chat. I see everything, which
It's
means...
not good. It's not good right
I
about
see,
now.
I see all the questions and good messages, but that means I also see all the bad messages, and make sure you behave.
Oh, please.
Martin says, is it a I think we missed it. I'm looking at the
Well, that's not
back
helpful.
angle.
Yeah, we're
No,
looking at
it's
the
not,
back angle as well. How did you miss it?
Well,
There's a view from the
it
International
wasn't
Space
in the
Station.
right position,
I think
was
it's
it?
still looking over the Chinese continent there. East Asia.
You're
So,
looking
we'll-
at the other one. You're looking at
Well,
what
that's the
I'm
one. That's the one I had prepared. Anyway, we'll go back to the latest on Florence. Latest on Hurricane Rosa, which remains a Category 2 on the Saffir-Simpson scale at this time, with winds of 105 miles per hour and a pressure of 968 millibars as of 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, September 29th. The storm was located at 21.6 degrees north, 118.9 degrees west. And I got that wrong. Latest on Cyclone Luban, which is continuing to draw nearer to the Arabian Peninsula now with winds of 70 miles per hour, just shy of hurricane... what's the word? Hurricane equivalent. We're just now a few hours away until Matthew... A stage 3 on the CDPS could still cause significant damage. Even though the winds are down, tropical storm force winds could still be felt on the southern coast of Oman, with rainfall could possibly reach